Hey guys, Freak here with UXO Freak Gaming. What I have for you today is I had a few people ask if I can make a starter video on the game 7 Days to Die. It's been out for a little bit, but still a good game. You know, it's a zombie slash Minecraft type game. So I wanted to do like a getting you started beginner game. Tutorial, if you will. When I started, there was no tutorial, so I just had to figure it out on my own. So now maybe I can share some info with you on how to get started, and you can start off running, whereas I had a huge steep learning curve. So I just logged into the game. You got these little messages. They're going to give you a queue of things to do. Um, I'm playing on a PS4. So when you start, I just picked a random person. It's a chick, undoubtedly. You start naked. You have no clothes. You have a backpack and some skibbies. This is what your inventory in your backpack, and this is your tool belt. And all I have is one bottle of water, one can of chili, some bandages, and a torch. So getting started in the game, they throw you into an environment and you have nothing. Over here on your player stats, you'll see that your food and your water and your temperature are very, very, very important. Right now I'm sort of maxed out on food and water, and right now it feels like 69 degrees. That's perfect for me in real life, but um, over here they're going to be some craft tasks that you have to do. And the first thing you're going to do is you need to craft a bedroll. Now a bedroll, what you need are some plant fibers, just grass. And so you're going to hit R1 and just punch it. You're just going to punch it. And there's a little rock, you can pick it up by a triangle. Now what a bedroll is when you die, when zombies kill you or you fall off a cliff or you burn up or you starve, whatever. You have to have a spot in which to spawn. So once you craft a bedroll and you place a bedroll, that will be your respawn point. So I hit square and I pull up my inventory of my craft and I will craft a bedroll. I hit square and it says I need 20 and I have 24 plant fibers, so I only want one. It takes 20 seconds to craft, and I'm going to hit up on the D-pad. So while that's crafting, this is your craft bar. You have 4 spots, so you can craft 4 things at one time, and once it finishes, it automatically puts it in your backpack, in your inventory, and then you will take it from there and put it down to your toolbox. Just like this, you grab it with X and you release it with X. L1 and L2 will scroll over, and now it's in my hand, so it says place a bedroll. So what I'm going to do is hit L2, boom. Now that task is done. Because I know what the other tasks are, and you don't have to do them in any particular, well, to get that off your stupid screen you do, but starting out, it's not essential to do all this. The key is you need an axe, stone axe. That's going to help you harvest a lot faster. So I have my plant fibers. Now I need some wood. And occasionally you'll see a trash pile. Scavenge it. Nothing in there. But sometimes they'll have good stuff and you pick it up. I'm going to pick that up. I need some more rocks. Here's a small rock. Pick that up. I need some more rocks. Get some more grass while I'm at it. There's a rock right there. So pick that up. Alright, now I'm ready to do my crafting of my axe. So I'm going to hit square. I'm going to hit stone axe right here. So I need 5 stones, 2 fibers, and 2 wood. I'm crafting it. Takes, I think that was 4 or 5 seconds. Now I can do some damage. Now we need some plant fibers. We're gonna make some clothes. So I already have the plant fibers. So I'm gonna go to here to my clothes. I need gloves. I hit X and craft. I need a hood, X and craft. Pants, X and craft. Shirt and shoes. And once they're finished, they're here. I hit triangle. I'm gonna wear all this stuff. Boom. And that will be it for that task as soon as these things are finished. So we wait on them. Alright, that's down. Done. And they're gonna give us some more. It's gonna tell us probably to build an arrow. A bow and arrow. Alright, so with your stone axe, I'm gonna need, oh, it tells me a club. For me, starting out, it's really easy. You get your stone axe, you hit these little dead things, and they give you 12 wood. I prefer to do this in the very, very beginning because I don't have a weapon yet other than this stupid axe, and it's not very good against zombies, and it doesn't make as much noise. So I have my wood. I have wood. So I have gathered all my wood resources, and I'm gonna craft a stupid wooden club. Now it's gonna be under the weapons and ammo. There's your wood club, and I'm gonna craft it. Boom, there it is. Whoop-de-doo. A wood club. I hardly ever use a wood club, but they make you. So I'm gonna get my rocks. Alright, it's telling me I need to do a bow and arrow, so I need to find some feathers. The way in which you find feathers are you look on the ground, and occasionally you'll see a bird nest. Bird nest will give you either or feathers and or eggs. You can eat the eggs, and you use the feathers to make rudimentary arrows for your bow. So let's craft a bow. There it is, wooden bow. Got that, and we'll have to find some arrows. Just starting out, you don't have anything, and I pick everything up I can until I have what I need, and I get sort of settled into the game and get a base and things like that. So I pick everything up. With your stone axe, if you want more wood than 12, you can chop down larger trees. It takes a little bit of time, but as you see on the bottom right, you get a good bit of wood per swing. I have not seen a bird nest. Usually they're everywhere, but not today. I will say, as I'm looking for a bird nest, there are different types of environment, and when you spawn in a game, it's really random. So as you can see over here, it's kind of all burnt up. There's not much going on over here. Not a lot of grass and resources. You have more of your your woods, your forest type stuff. You'll have a snowy region, and you will also have a desert or an arid, dry region. And this bird nest is eluding me. Notice your time and your day. We are on day 1, of course, and right now it is at 12:30, 12:40, high noon. Right now, if we were to come across any zombies, first off, we don't have a weapon except a stupid club. Secondly, and now we're going to cross into the desert region, as you can see. At night, the zombies run. During the day, they tend to just walk or sashay around, or whatever you want to call it. But at night they'll run at you, and so it's a little more. I try not to do too much at night. At night, it's usually the time in which I spend crafting, because the more things you craft, the better you are at crafting. And like for example, my first stone axe I ever built is at a 1. So at night I craft and craft and craft, and you know, you can get 100 or so levels in just a matter of a day or 2 or 3 nights of crafting. Holy cow, I cannot find a stupid freaking bird's nest. Thought I heard a zombie. Sometimes you'll hear the zombies before you see them, and it's sort of there for a while. It would freak me out because I play with a headset, and I prefer to play with a headset because I can distinguish between right and left. And I usually play with a bunch of people. Seriously, no freaking bird nest? Come on, crap. I look like an idiot running around here in my grass clothes. Alright, while we're here, these are snowberries. You can eat those. Those are for food. Again, I grabbed okay, here's a bird's nest. So, let's see what we get. An egg and 5 feathers. It's exactly what I need. It's almost as if they knew that. So I'm going to go in my crafting menu, I'm going to hit X, and I'm going to craft, well, let me do this. I did that wrong. I'm going to craft all I can, so 4. According to the resources, that's what I have. So I have my bow, which is at a 2. I'm going to put it in my tool belt. I'm also going to put my arrows, and I'm going to hit R1. Now, I have my bow in my hand. To equip it with an arrow, you just hit X. And to fire it, you're going to hit L2. You're going to sort of almost like zoom in. And while you have that pressed, you're going to hit R2. Hold it. And then whenever you're ready to shoot said target, you release it. And you do the same. So if you have it and you don't want to shoot your target, you just hit circle. And you don't lose that arrow. Because as soon as you let go of that button, without hitting circle, you lose that arrow. So now it says start a base. So it sort of worked out. We have a little bitty house here, and we can start a base. We can scavenge around, check out some stuff. It's probably got some zombies in it. Kill the zombies, check everything out, look in everything, look in the cupboards, look in everything. So I bet you unlocked, so I'm going to open it up. I'm looking for zombies. Sometimes they'll be sleeping. Let's turn on some light. You start with a torch. So this is just like a little hunting cabin. There really ain't much to this. There's an upstairs. Some embers. It's all burnt out. Shut the door. That's because it's drafty. Looks like a kitchen area. Alright. It's like I said, look at everything. Scavenge. I ain't got nothing. Scavenge everything. Pick up the chairs, use them for wood. You can scrap them for wood. Somebody was banging on the floor. Everything. Alright, we got some lead and a pipe. Nothing in the refrigerator. Nothing in there. Holy cow. They ain't got crap in this place. So yeah, so you can make this your first base. You can spend a night here. It's 3:45. Oh, a turlet. And usually you'll find a turd in there or some water. You can make this your base if you want to. As far as crafting, let's say I want to fix this up maybe I think the zombie's going to come through the windows tonight. What you can do is get your axe. What I do is I bust a window, and now they're going to ask you to make craft wood frames. So this is just a quick way you can secure it just for a little bit. I wouldn't recommend you staying here long term. So I'm going to craft, what does it say, 3 of them? Let's do 4. I'm an overachiever. So they're going to go straight in your inventory, put them on your tool belt. They're just frame boxes basically. You're going to select it, and I'll put them in the daggum windows. There's one. Let's see here. Bust that one out. Bust this one out. Alright. And you're going to have to put them in there. Boom. There. And what I'm doing is I'm selecting it. See, it highlights it, and that's like where I'm going to put it. And I just hit L2. You can alright, so I put out my frames. Now they're asking me to upgrade them. So get your stone axe, and you can pick the frames up by hitting triangle, but hit L2, and you make them boxes. So they're a little bit more secure. Now, if you got more wood, you can upgrade them even more. Just makes them a little bit more strong. But once you make them into boxes, you cannot remove them. They're there. Alright, now it's asking me to build a campfire. To build a campfire, you go to your menu. It's right there. You need 8 small stones, and I was picking them up the whole time. And you craft. Takes like 3 or 4 seconds. You're going to pull them by hitting X and releasing with X. And you're just going to put the son of a gun right there. L2. Alright, good job. I'm awesome. So that's the first part of your tutorial of getting started. So when you get started, what I would recommend, the first thing you do is get some clothes, depending upon where your environment is. If you're in the snow area, I would say really get clothes, and then get a stone axe, because harvesting stuff is a lot faster with a stone axe. So grab you some wood, some grass, and some rocks, and then I would do a bow and arrow. Find you some so you'll already have some wood and some rocks, and find you a bird's nest, and you might have some feathers and eggs in there. Sometimes you'll just get one or the other, and sometimes you'll get both. So food and feathers. So look for those every chance you get. Scavenge. If you hit square and then scroll over, I'm at 76% food, so I'm good on food right now. It feels about 72 degrees. It's getting a little cooler. You see a temperature dropping, so I'm good for now. Like those chairs I picked up, I'm going to convert them to wood. I hit triangle and I scrap them, and you'll notice my it goes straight into my wood. These are the snowberries that we picked earlier. You hit triangle on them, left D-pad, and you eat them. And you notice over here that now I'm at 78%. They don't do too much, 2.8, but they can get you along until you find something else. Now for meat and eggs and other things, there's recipes. So you hit triangle. Oh, why no recipe? There should be a recipe. Anyway, water, you can hit that and you can drink it. And now it gives you an empty bottle, and you can fill it up with water and stuff like that. So your fire, your campfire, this took me a long time to figure out because I'm an idiot. You go to your fire, you hit triangle, Later in the game, you'll find a pot and maybe a grill and a container for water. To use your fireplace, you just grab some wood, you put it over here, and you got to turn it on. Okay, now I'm getting warm by the fire. If I wanted to cook something on it, let's say I want to do these eggs, I'm going to hit triangle. There's the recipe. And this is what I can cook with these eggs: bacon and eggs, blueberry pie, and a boiled egg. Well, let's say I want to do bacon and eggs. Well, I can't really do it because I don't have any meat yet. You're going to hunt to get your meat. But what you would do is you hit cook, and it would cook it. And it would, when it's finished, it'll be right here. So as long as your fire has fuel, it'll burn until you turn it off. You turn it off, and you take your wood, and you put it back in your inventory. So that's just a quick little tutorial on how to get started. Do your clothes, do your stone axe, and do your weapon. And scavenge, scavenge, scavenge. Anything you run across, trees, grass, rocks, big stones, everything. I would say just grab as much as you can. You can always get to your base and sort it out later. So we're upstairs. Grab that chair for wood. You can bang this stuff up for some cloth. I'll show you right fast. Take your little stone axe. Boom, that's gone. That's gone. That's gone. So it gives you wood and stone cloth. Here is some rubbish, some trash. Let's see what they got. Nothing. They are being stingy today. So that's just a little quick tutorial. That'll get you started. This is day one. If I were to go out right now, the zombies would be just about ready to start running. So I'm going to stay here, sit in the corner, and craft. I'm going to craft as much as I can. The more resources you have going into the night, the more you can craft. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, do comment them below. I would love to see what you think, and if you have any ideas for any future games you want me to put tutorials or reviews up or anything like that, do let me know. As always, trying to get to that magic number. You can like and subscribe to this channel, and I would be more than greatly appreciative of that. So I'm Freak, and as always, happy gaming.